welcome to another video. Today we're drawing Roronoa Zoro. It always is so hard for me to say Zoro's full name just because it's so many O sounds and so many R's. But yeah, we're drawing Zoro today from One Piece. Last week I drew Rock Lee from Naruto. And I was just looking at the green pages and I was like, who else is green? And I was like, Zoro is green. And so I wanted to draw Zoro just because I was having the color green on my mind. If there's a green guy in an anime, he's usually my favorite. Or if there's a guy who's voiced by Chris Sabat, he's also probably my favorite. Chris Sabat's probably one of my favorite voice actors. I just like the sound of his voice. And if I ever watch an anime, I'm like, hey, that's Chris Sabat. Or honestly, I'm more like, hey, that's Piccolo. I think his default voice is Piccolo. But yeah, also another one of my favorite green guys. But yeah, so we're drawing Zoro today. These are just actually very quick, very loose sketches. Not really similar to those Rock Lee sketches. They're a little bit similar, but they're actually a lot bigger than those. And that was kind of not on purpose. I did not mean to draw these so big. But I was thinking about how I wanted to depict Zoro because it's been a little bit since I've drawn him. And really, I really want him to be sort of kind of barrel-chested, like really wide in the chest. And then in comparison to like Sanji, who was like, I feel like he should be all legs. I just feel like Zoro should be mostly chest and arms, you know, because of the swords and shit. I mean, I know obviously he works out his entire body. That's like his whole, like, that's one of his running jokes is that he's always working out and he works out pretty much every part of his body. But I just feel like he should be mostly all arms and chest because of all the swords and stuff. And so I try to do that with this first drawing. Not sure how successful it is. Honestly, I feel like it looks a little bit too wide in the chest. It's like a little bit ridiculous how wide it is, like a little bit too exaggerated. I wouldn't really say that I have sort of an exaggerated sort of art style, and it's not really something that I feel like I'm super striving for. I like stylization a lot. I really like unique stylizations, like really when people push shapes and shit. I like to look at those visually. I don't know if I feel like I can do that sort of thing. Not like I'm unable. It's just like sort of whenever I do it, it makes me feel weird and strange, which is weird and strange to say. I don't know. I feel like I'm very strict with the way that I allow myself to draw, which is like something I should not be doing. Honestly, I should let myself be a little bit more loose. In all things, really, I think my problem in life is that I'm too strict and like stiff all of the time. But yeah, so I try to you know, what's it called, emphasize those proportions a little bit differently this time. I'm not entirely sure if I like it. This first sketch I feel like came out the best. I feel like though it doesn't really look super too much like Zoro. I don't know what it is. I think maybe I made his face a little bit too round, not round, but like wide, I guess. It looks a little bit too full. I feel like Zoro, I don't know, because I wanted to be like a big guy, but big guys don't exactly have skinny faces. Like if you're like a really big guy, you carry weight in more than just your body, you know, you carry weight in your face and your cheeks, places like that. And so it's like, it makes more sense for his face to be a little bit more full, like instead of like super cut. But I don't know, I just feel weird about the way that my design philosophy always feels strange to me. And I didn't want to change his look too much because I still want it to look like Zoro. But yeah, I don't know. Something about his body feels a little bit off. I mean, it feels nice, but maybe, you know what I think it is? Maybe I just feel like his head is a little bit too small. Now that I'm looking at it a little bit closer, I think that I just think his head is a little bit too small. And if I just made his head a little bigger, maybe I would feel a little bit better about it. But I don't know. Overall, I would say I like the way that all of these sketches came out. Like I said, I did keep them like super loose, like way looser than even the Rock Lee drawings I did last week, and those ones were super loose. But for this one, I felt like really punchy, like sort of kind of like my heart was beating a little bit faster than usual. I don't know. Something about it just made me feel like I was like really super loosey-goosey with it, and I wasn't like super thinking about the way that I was placing things or the mistakes I was making. I was just like, well, put a line down there, and then a line there, and then a line there. Oops, I fucked up that line. That's okay. Put a different line here. And so it was a little bit strange for me. I don't know why I was in that sort of mood, why I was like so kind of like jittery, but I was, and so I feel like that let the drawings be a little bit looser than I typically would draw them. I mean, they're still stiff. I just have a very stiff art style, I guess. I mean, my art style is not stiff. It's just I'm stiff. I'm not great at drawing looser drawings myself, but I feel like these are a lot looser than I would even usually do, and I didn't really care too much about how they turned out, which is a little bit weird to say. It's like you should care about your art, right? It's like I cared about it, and there's like a sense that I wanted to get it done, and I liked what I was doing. Like I was having fun doing it, but I wasn't really too worried about the end result. I don't know. It was, like I said, it was very loose. I don't know why or what the whole deal was about that. I mean, I think I was trying to like care about them in like a more of like a definitive way. I was like, I gotta make them look nice, and I was like, I don't really have to make them look nice. I just have to draw them, right? I don't know. I've been in a weird mood today. I didn't really get any drawing done yesterday. Like I said, I do typically film my videos over the weekend, so over Saturday and Sunday. I didn't really film any videos on Saturday, and I decided I was going to do pretty much all the filming for all my videos on Sunday. And I had a lot of time doing it. Like, I wasn't like rushing or anything. I typically edit the videos at the same time as I film them. Like, I film one, I edit it, and then I film another one, and I edit it. Just because that schedule works a little better for me. And so I was filming them, and then I was editing them, and I was just like, let's get it done. I was very motivated. I guess the word is motivated. I was very motivated to get this done. And so I hope you guys like them. I don't really have too much to say about these drawings, just because I had a lot of fun doing them, but I don't really have anything to say. I don't know, something about it just means I don't really have anything to say about it. I did use a reference for these. I just took up some references from Zoro from the editor. These are all post time skip Zoros. I've tried pre-time skip Zoro a couple of times, but I don't know if I prefer his pre-time skip look or his post-time skip look. Zoro is not my favorite One Piece character. He's my second favorite. So my opinions about my favorite characters in One Piece are a little bit different. So Zoro is one of my favorites because I think he's super cool. Obviously he has moments where he can be stupid and stuff, but I think the majority of Zoro's appeal is just that he's just a really cool guy. Like, he does cool shit. He's like the stoic sort of a guy, and he like has a bunch of swords, and he's like always pulling off cool moves and making cool entrances, and I think that's really awesome. And he's got a cool voice, and he's the second in command of the Straw Hats, and people think that he is the captain sometimes just because he's so fucking cool, and I think that's really great, and I really like Zoro a lot. But that's why he's my second favorite character. My first favorite character in One Piece is Usopp. I don't know how to draw Usopp. His nose is baffling to me, and every time I try to draw him, I'm like, I can't get this nose right. So as soon as I figure out how to draw that nose, expect some Usopp fan art, because I love him. I like Usopp over Zoro. No offense to Zoro. Like I said, he's my second favorite One Piece character. But Usopp is my favorite just because I find him a little bit more relatable. Like, as just me as a person, I know what it's like to kind of feel like cowardly and be afraid to do things. But what I really admire in Usopp is that he is afraid to do stuff, but he does it anyway, and that's why he's my favorite. And even when he like runs away, and I know people get like, ooh, boo, Usopp, he's always running away, he sucks, he's such a coward, and it's like, yeah, that's true, but if I was in that situation, I'd be pretty scared too. Like, Usopp is like a normal guy on a crew of just like monsters, honestly, and if I was in that situation, I'd be afraid all the time too. I'd be super scared. But it's just really cool that even in like being on the sea with a bunch of people who would be considered super strong monsters, he's always like stepping up, even as just like a normal guy, just doing his best. I know he's not exactly a normal guy just because he has like supreme sniper skills, but you know, as normal as like physically as a person can be in One Piece, you know, and I really admire that. That's why Usopp is my favorite. I know this is a video about Zoro, but I can't help myself from talking about Usopp just a little bit. It's a One Piece video. So getting back a little bit to the Zoros, I decided that the Zoros that I wanted to draw, I wanted to be different from the ones that I've drawn in the past. Like, I wanted to draw some stuff that's more like current time period, so I drew his Onigashima outfit, and then I drew his Wano outfit. The only one that I didn't really have a reference for was that one in the top. The middle, that's just a picture that I redrew from my other sketchbook. Just him and his haramaki. I like his haramaki. I think it's cute. I like when he wears his shirt without his haramaki. And honestly, all of the outfits that I drew for Zoro is he has no shirt or his shirt is open. And that's just because he always kind of has his shirt open. I mean, not always, but like I said, I did wanted to draw some outfits for his that I haven't really drawn before. One Piece characters have a lot of fucking outfits, you guys, and so I could draw one every single day and not repeat the same outfit. They have so many fucking clothes, which is like a little bit different from like regular cartoons, right? Like, who are always wearing the same outfit. Like Naruto, that fucker never changed his outfit. I mean, I guess he did in the time skip, but really he just unrolled his pants. Have you guys seen that? They're like, dang, Naruto's so poor, he just unrolled his pants. I was like, oh damn, I guess he really did just unroll his pants. But I think that they said that in Shippuden, that he just like had his outfit like retailored so that it could fit him. Like, it's the same clothes, it's just like retailored and the color is changed, which is so supremely sad. So thankfully the One Piece characters, they get to change their clothes from time to time. I really do like their different outfit changes. I mean, some of them I don't really like some of their movie outfits. Like in Red, I did not like Usopp's outfit, like the Kiss inspired outfit. No offense to Kiss, but not my favorite rock star look. I don't know. It's just like so gaudy. It's like so much going on, like the feathers, not the feathers, what's it called, the fur and like the spikes. It's like that's so much. Like imagine walking around in that shit. It's probably so heavy. But yeah, I didn't like that. But most of the time their outfits are pretty cool. I really like their outfits in One Piece was not gold. Well, I mean their gold outfits were pretty cool. The white ones. It was One Piece Strong World when they're all in the suits. I liked those outfits, and it's a little bit reminiscent of the way I guess it's a little bit reminiscent of the way that what's it called, Luffy looked in Onigashima when he had that pirate coat. Luffy in the pirate coat is so cool, you guys. Anytime anybody has like an off the shoulder coat and they're like wearing it on their shoulders, it's so cool. It's like a cape, but it's like a coat, and it gives them like so much authority. I just think it's so cool. I love an off the shoulder coat type moment. So yeah. Out of all of the Straw Hats, I feel like Zoro probably has the most simple fashion. He typically just has a shirt and pants. Sometimes he has like a coat or jacket on, but generally just shirt and pants. Just any different variation level of shirt and pants, and that's Zoro. And I feel like if I was in One Piece, I would also just be a different variation of shirt and pants. Like, I'm not fancy. Okay, I mean, I like Usopp's overalls. I prefer his pre-time skip overalls to his post-time skip overalls, just because I couldn't be walking around without a shirt. Good for him, but couldn't be me. But I do think his overalls are very cute. But like I said, if I was in One Piece, it would just be shirt and pants. Just keep it simple. It's probably super fucking hot. I don't actually know what the temperature is in One Piece, but the whole planet is an ocean. So the majority of the planet is an ocean. It has like islands, obviously, that's the whole point. But I'm assuming it's pretty hot there. They never really bring up that temperature. I mean, they said it was hot in Alabasta, but nope. In anime and manga, they don't really bring up the literal temperature. So it's like, how am I supposed to know how hot it is? I assume it's hot there. The sun is always reflecting off of the ocean, right? So it must be hot. I don't know if it's like hotter than it would be here and on the ocean, or is it cooler on the ocean because of the breeze? I don't know, you guys. I don't know about weather patterns. Anyway, we're coloring these little Zoros, but that's the end of the video, you guys. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope you guys enjoyed my little One Piece rambles and these drawings of Zoro. I'll go ahead and see you in the next one. Bye.